Welcome to the NSIC Spotlight, the voice of the NSIC student athletes, powered by gpac. gpac, growing people and companies. I'm your host, Nick Cornder, Assistant Commissioner at the Northern Sun. Today, we are joined by the three-time reigning NSIC Defensive Player of the Week, Tori Hanson of the Concordia-St. Paul volleyball team. Tori, thanks for joining us on the Spotlight.
Hey, Nick, thanks for having me.
All right, before we get too in-depth in volleyball, you grew up in Delano. Tell us how you ended up at Concordia-St. Paul.
Yeah, so Delano is about 30 miles west of the cities here, so it's pretty close. I always knew I wanted to be close-ish to home, and then there were also some prior Delano volleyball players that played here, so I grew up watching them here, and I always saw how great the culture was and everything about it, so it was a dream come true.
Who were a couple of those players?
Shelby Sawyer and Kayla Kenneke.
Oh yes, two former greats for the Golden Bears. Another
Yeah.
great for the Golden Bear, head coach Brady Starkey, 19th season at CSP. What's it like to play for a Hall of Fame coach like Brady Starkey?
Every day is interesting. I mean, I learn something new still after 5 years of being here. It's it's just incredible the amount of knowledge that he has and that he shares with us every single day, every play, every practice, everything. So it's I'm just truly very, very lucky to be able to play for him.
Is there a word or for how to describe his coaching style or philosophy?
I think he's very hands-on in practice, and then obviously everyone sees him in games. He looks very calm and chill, so he likes to just let us do our thing while we're playing and prepares us a lot during practice.
For sure, that definitely I've heard that over the years how that demeanor on the bench, but he gets it done in practice before the game. So got to give him
Yeah.
credit for that. The Golden Bears again, they're number 5 in the nation this week. They're off to a great start, 11-0 in NSIC play just past the midway point of the conference schedule. The team defense has been a big part of that success. Being the team libero, share with us what's been clicking defensively for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, so our block has done a great job of really trying to sync up and take up a lot of space at the net, which is really helpful in the back row. Playing around that, it makes it a lot easier. So I would say that's a big thing. Our block has been key, and then um, just pursuit, I would say, on defense is what's been keeping us in games.
All right, and you said the pursuit getting to those digs. You surpassed 2,000 career digs last Friday night in a win over then number 5 Wayne State. You tied a career high with 35 digs in that match. What does it mean for you to be one of only 3 Golden Bears to ever eclipse 2,000 digs and to be able to do it at home against a top 5 team?
Yeah, I mean it's a cool milestone to be able to reach. Um, the two that are in front of me, they're great liberos, and Mary Slinger especially. I know everyone talks very highly of her, and I got to see her play when I was younger as well, and it's just kind of cool to be able to look up to her and see what she did, and also know that I'm kind of right there with her. But it's just cool to be able to hit that, and now I just really appreciate my coaches and my teammates supporting me along all those years and getting me to that point.
Speaking of your teammates, the Golden Bears are a young team, surprisingly. You are the only senior listed on the roster, but there's still a lot of experience on the team. Tell us about your teammates this season.
Yeah, Kennedy Brady is one that comes to mind right away. She's a middle for us, been playing for 3 years now too. So just to have that experience in the middle is really key. And then we have Jasmine Mulvihill, obviously, on the right side, who's an absolute stud, all around player for us. So those are the two um, that have been playing a good amount of time. And then we have 4 newcomers that came in and they were ready to get after it and they were hungry to succeed. So that's Sophia Anderson, Emma Schmidt on the outside, Eliana Wertzma in the back row. She's been key for us as far as serve, receive, and defense. So, and then we have Cora Kritzberger stepping in too, off some injuries. So it's cool to see those young kids step up into those big shoes and really take take stride with it and just go with it. So it's really awesome.
And you just finished up a 5-match homestand, and you head on the road for 4 of your next 5 matches, including trips to Sioux Falls and number 14 Southwest Minnesota State this weekend. With matches every Friday and Saturday, mixing a few Tuesday matches, what's a typical week consist of in prepping for the weekend matches?
Yeah, I think we learn from the games in the prior weekend, and those games a lot of times expose kind of what we need to work on more. So we really get back to it and work on those things and clean up some skills along the way. And really, a lot of our practices are just based around competing to win, competing to get every ball possible. So that's what our weeks usually look like.
The NSIC is undoubtedly one of the best, if not the best, volleyball conference in Division II. What are some of the best attributes to playing in the NSIC?
Yeah, I think two that come to mind right away are the toughness and competitiveness of every single team in the NSIC. If you can't take a day off in our conference, which is really great for moving on through postseason and things like that. But every single match is a competition, and it's tough, and it's exciting. We really are lucky to be able to play in such a strong conference.
You mentioned the NSIC postseason. The NSIC volleyball tournament's coming up November 18th to 20th at Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls. Tickets are on sale now for that. But before we get too much into that, how much does that tournament, playing so many good teams, help NSIC team that does advance to the regional play?
Yeah, I mean, as you said before, we're probably one of the top conferences. So just being able to get to play those teams one last time heading into the region tournament it's good, and it's a good indicator of where you're at again. But it's also tough and competitive competition, like I keep saying. So it's just it leads into a good region tournament, hopefully.
All right, Terry. Well, before we let you go, this is your senior season at Concordia-St. Paul. What are you majoring in, and what are your plans for the future post Concordia-St. Paul?
Yeah, I'm a business management major with a minor in sales, and I will be working at an insurance company as soon as I'm done here. And then I'm sure I won't be able to keep my hands off volleyball, so I'll find hopefully some coaching opportunities or other leagues to play in. So that's my plan.
Excellent. Well, best of luck to you and all of that. That'll wrap up this week's show. Thank you again to our sponsor, gpac. Make sure to check out Tori and the rest of the Golden Bears this weekend, along with all other NSIC contests streamed live and free on the NSIC network. Tori, best of luck to you and the team the rest of the season.
Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it.